Hello everybody and welcome to day 2 of Esl Land Finals betting predictions. Yesterday, to sum up yesterday, it was an okay day. I basically broke even with barely any profit because of the one last bet I made on Optic. But as you could see here from the start of the day, SK Cloud9, SK1, G2 Envious almost upset G2, but Cloud9 ended up upsetting G2, which was really good. That basically put me even for the first two losses. Fnatic Immortals I didn't bet on, as I said, to probably skip. SK Immortals, I don't remember, but Fnatic Envious, I said possibly Envious. This is one of the heartbreaking games. SK versus Fnatic. SK just ran over Fnatic, and that's where I lost a decent chunk of money. But as you can see, I'll make it back. Envious C9, pretty much. I think I said skip. Liquid Navi, skip. I said maybe a small bet on Mouse, and they almost upset North on Nuke. And then this was the bet that made it all back, pretty much. Mouse versus Navi. This is where the big profit was. I was pretty confident that Mouse would beat Navi in the best of one, and they did. But I said pretty much stay away from all NRG games or drop a small bet on NRG, and they almost beat Optic actually. But this game right here is what made me break even, because I was feeling pretty confident on Optic really, and I was legitimately surprised when I saw Optic getting run over by Liquid. I think it kind of had to do with map Nuke, but they just looked like such a better team. And honestly, if Liquid and Optic played each other again, I would probably bet on Optic again, because I feel like that didn't happen the way it was supposed to be. And then you have North Navi. I think I said skip because it's like a 50-50. Yeah, North ended up winning. So some surprising things for day one. Not surprising to me, but Navi went 1 and 2. That's probably surprising to a lot of people, except for me, because I hate Navi. SK going 3-0, not too surprising. I really thought Fnatic would put up a fight, but I'm not really sure what happened there. But so yeah, basically broke even. Nothing too exciting today. Not that many games really that I'm gonna enjoy really. Let me go ahead and go to Drake on my phone. But the first games of the day are Fnatic, Cloud9, and G2 Immortals. Fnatic C9 is a game that I'm gonna bet a small bet on Cloud9, because the multiplier is like a 2.25 for Cloud9, and I don't know. Cloud9 is a strong team to me. They really are, but I feel like they got I don't know. I feel like they're not ready for Nuke yet, especially against a team like Envious, which Nuke is probably their strongest map. So I don't know. That was kind of questionable decision making by Cloud9 to take them to Nuke. I'm pretty sure it went to Nuke, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I feel like Cloud9 going to Nuke. Oh, it was Cobble. Huh. Okay, that changes it. But still, okay, that changes a lot. But I still feel like Cobble is a map that Cloud9 wouldn't play a Fnatic on anyways. I feel like this map is going to Cache or Inferno. Maybe an Overpass. Probably Cache or Inferno, because Cloud9 was the one that actually banned Overpass earlier today, which was pretty surprising. They banned Overpass against Envious. I'm not really sure. Oh no, they banned it against G2. So I'm not sure if that's because they're weak or they felt that G2 was strong on it. But I feel like this game's going to Cache or Inferno, and I think Cloud9 has some pretty good odds on both those maps. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a bet onto Cloud9. G2 Immortals, I don't think it's really worth it to bet on Immortals. They didn't really show much today. They started coming back on Fnatic, but Fnatic was really just running them over at the beginning of the game. And then the other games were not even close. They got destroyed by SK. And why am I drawing a blank? Who else did they play? They played Fnatic. No, I just said that. They played. Did they only play 2 games today? Huh. I guess Immortals only played 2 games. Okay. They played Fnatic, they played SK. Yeah. So I guess Immortal only played 2 games today, so that means they're going to be playing 3 today. So they went 0-2. They didn't show much. Yeah, so, I mean, you drop a bet on G2. I don't think it's really worth it. I think the percent was like a 1.29 multiplier for G2, so it's not the worst, honestly, for an overdog bet, but it is a best of 1, so you never know. Hold on. Alright. Oops. G2 SK is a potential good game. I believe that G2 has like a 2.5 multiplier, and I think that a bet on G2 is definitely justified because of that. So I'm definitely going to go on G2 on this game. Not even really a potential upset. This map, I mean, this is going to be a pretty good match, and with a multiplier so high for G2, I definitely think that I'm going to drop a bet on them. Envious versus Immortals, this is kind of the... Even though Envious showed a lot more than Cloud9, I think Cloud9 is a better team, so I feel like this is the 2 worst teams in the group playing off, and honestly, I don't really know who's going to win. I don't really know what map it would go to. Maybe Cobblestone, but I don't like this match, so I'm just going to skip this match. Immortals versus Cloud9 is could be a pretty good match. Could go to Mirage, could go to Inferno, could go to Cash. A lot of similar maps for these guys. So that should be a pretty good game. Immortals do have a good chance of upsetting. So if the percents are right, you can definitely drop a small bet on Immortals. SK versus Envious. Envious, although they've been looking good, I feel like SK is the type of team that Envious doesn't stand a chance against. So like, even though SK and G2 are pretty much like pretty even level, in my opinion, and Envious almost just upset G2 the other day, that's just not how it always works. You know what I mean? Like, you can't look at, oh, they almost beat this team, so they could maybe beat this team. I feel like SK is the team that would kind of run over Envious. Fnatic G2 is going to be another good game. I feel like Fnatic could definitely pull off an upset. Yeah, so I feel like Fnatic, a small bet on Fnatic is good. Mouse Optic. Honestly, Optic, I feel like Optic really underperformed today. Or yesterday, I guess. And I don't know. You know, I'll let you know about the other 2 games. Really, just look at Optic this game. Don't bet on this game. Look at Optic, see, do they look a little more composed? And if they do, then go for the underdog bets against North and Navi, because they're definitely both teams that Optic can beat. Especially North, they had some pretty good games in the past, even though it says 3-1. You could see here when they beat them on Inferno, that was actually a really good game. And then they came back to them in the like the quarterfinals or whatever, and North just destroyed them. But as you can see here, Inferno is a really good map for these 2 guys. So, I mean, North could always just ban Inferno and pretty much feel comfortable on those maps. But obviously they feel comfortable on it, so they might not ban it. Optic definitely have potential upset. And Navi, you know how much I hate Navi. Navi is really bad, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely a small bet on Optic there. But back to before. Energy, Navi, I mean, the percents are probably going to be like a 7 multiplier for Energy or whatever, so I mean, you might as well drop a couple bucks on them, who cares. North Optic, I already talked about that. Mouse Sports Liquid, I don't really know what the percents are, and my phone's not loading very well, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that Liquid's going to have like a 2.25 though. And honestly, Mouse Sports is really strong team, but Liquid came out performing against Optic. They do get blown out by Navi, but I don't know. It's just so hard to tell with teams at best of ones that, like, pretty much a small bet on the underdog is never a wrong idea. So I feel like a small bet on Liquid, especially if the multipliers are like the 2.25 range for Liquid, I definitely think that's a good idea. Liquid North, exactly the same thing. Liquid is definitely a team that can upset these top tier teams. Not saying that Mauser North are top tier teams, but you know what I mean. And yeah, NRG Mouse Sports, like I said, NRG just has insane multipliers because of how much of an underdog they are against pretty much everyone. So what's the point in not dropping a couple bucks in them? So yeah, that is pretty much it for today. I don't really like a lot of the matches today. That's why it went kind of fast. The matches that I'm going to be mostly looking forward to are going to be Fnatic Cloud9, G2SK, Fnatic G2, and honestly that might be about it. Maybe Mouse Sports Liquid, yeah, Mouse Sports Liquid, Fnatic G2, SK G2, and Fnatic Cloud9. Those are probably the 4 games that I'm going to bet on the underdogs, being C9, G2 for this game, Fnatic for this game, and Liquid for this game. So yeah, those are the games that look pretty good to me. The other ones are all kind of not too good looking, but yeah, so thank you guys for watching.